Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are y'all doing today? For those of you that are new, my name is Donna. Today I am going to do a Chatty Get Ready with me. We are going to use the Kat Von D Saint and Sinner palette now that I'm a lot more familiar with it. And we're just going to have a good morning. I have done nothing to my face except for put my moisturizer on it and some eye cream. I've got some breakout here from using, new products, and my skin hates me sometimes. I'm just going to go straight in with my primer. I am using the Laura Geller Spackle Tinted Under Makeup Primer in Ethereal. It is my everyday primer right now, and as you can see, it's getting super low. I do need to replace it. So, how is everybody today? Hopefully this day finds you well. I am filming this on a Thursday, and I am filming on a Thursday because I am off work. Our new fiscal year starts on Monday, and I get quite a bit of vacation every year at this point. I've been with the company for quite some time, and because we are salaried individuals, we don't necessarily earn vacation, so it's gifted to us. Every year we just get a new amount. But because we're salaried individuals, we lose our vacation if we don't use it. So I make it a point to make sure I use it every year, because I don't want to lose vacation time. Who wants to lose vacation time? Certainly not me. I think I'm going to move the camera. Okay, I moved the camera, and we're back at it in the fashion that we've been at it before. Light is here. It seems a little bright, but I got good feedback from y'all last time.
My get readies with me have to happen somewhere where I can see a mirror. I am just not coordinated enough to hold a mirror and do my makeup at the same time. It isn't conducive to how I'm able to function. So
I think we've got the mirror in the right place. I know we've got the mirror in the right place. I think we have the lighting in the right place. Drinking me some happy juice. Again, if I'm looking past you guys sometimes when I'm talking, it's because the mirror is behind the camera. And now I am going to go in with my very favorite foundation at this point. I think it has slowly become my foundation of choice, and it is the Peach Perfect by Too Faced. It is in the color Warm Nude. I did order this online. I'm pretty good about distinguishing my color versus not my color typically, and this is a pretty spectacular match to me. I do like to put it on my face and then use my Perfecting brush by Bare Minerals that was sent to me in my BoxyCharm. I've never been so happy with a brush that was sent to me. It does go on well with a sponge as well. So, like I was saying, I am on vacation for the last time this fiscal year because I had 2 days left that I had to take before this fiscal year was done. And so that is today and tomorrow. It was so funny because my daughter, my oldest, was like, "Why are you home today?" And I said, "Well, because I had to take 2 days of vacation." And she goes, "But you just got off of a 10-day vacation." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." This is what happens when you're salaried. To some extent, I love being a salaried employee. I've been a salaried employee with a company since I was really young, actually. It's really all I'm used to, and it's really great because, you get the same paycheck. Every single paycheck of yours is the same, no matter how many hours you work. But with that being said, it's the same, no matter how many hours you work. Some weeks, I put in quite a few hours at work, so a lot more than my 40, that's for sure. But that's to be expected in a salaried position. I am gonna, typically this is a one shot and done for me, but because I do have a little bit of a breakout going on down here, I am going to use a second pump. I typically just use one pump and it covers my entire face, and I am going to make it a little bit more fuller coverage. I do love this foundation. We'll just go in with the brush again. It is a beautiful foundation. It sits on my skin very nicely. I find that its claims to a 14-hour wear time are pretty accurate. It claims medium to buildable coverage. I think that that is pretty accurate. While I was on vacation, I took, I guess it was right after I got off of vacation, I had dentist appointments for me and all my kids, and I'm finding out very quickly how not amazing my dental coverage is. Like, I thought it was really good. It is a decent coverage, but for maintenance, not for catastrophic. My oldest daughter broke a tooth, and I'm afraid of the dentist, so I haven't been to the dentist in forever, and my kids haven't been to the dentist in quite some time, which I'm wholly ashamed of. When they went in there, they found that the reason why it broke was because, you know, it's got quite a bit of decay in it. She eats candy like no man's business, and I shouldn't be calling her out because I'm the horrible parent that didn't take her to the dentist. She has two teeth that need root canals and a whole bunch of cavities that need to be filled. So my baby still has baby teeth, and they want to fill some of her cavities too, which I don't really get. Like, these are baby teeth. They're going to fall out of her head. So, like, soon. She's 6, so it's not like she's 2 and she's got these teeth and they've got cavities in them and they're going to take, 5 years to fall out of her head. No, these will come out of her head soon. It's not going to happen overnight, but it's certainly not going to take 10 years. She doesn't have a whole lot going on. But my oldest daughter has quite a bit of work to be done, as do I. And my insurance is so fantastic that $12,000, yeah, you heard that right, is coming out of my pocket. So what I've learned is that my insurance is not as amazing as I thought it was, number one. And number two, like, I should have taken them to the dentist long before now. Long before a broken tooth sent us there, right? So my family is coming up, not this weekend, but next weekend. And it's typically pretty hot here, and we had a week of, like, literally our weather went from 108 to 58 last week, and then this week, yesterday it was 81. Well, we had started procedures on closing down the pool, like weatherizing it, getting the right, chemical composition in it to weatherize it. And now I don't know if we're going to keep it up or what. Last year we didn't close it down until right outside of the second week of October, I want to say. And while we're moving into October, it's not quite the second week yet.
How does one poke themselves in the eye with a blender sponge? I'm telling you if it can be done. It's going to be done by me. I'm a giant klutz.
Alright, so my face is on, and I should have done this differently. I do use tape on my eyes. I'm sure you've all seen it. And I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Saint Center palette today again, because I love that palette, and I promise you I'll move on. I'll move on, but I wanted to do like another get ready with me, just because I'm more familiar with the colors and maybe get a little more wild in my color scheme. I've done some pretty subdued looks the last several days. I have used every single color at this point. I did use the Sabbath color. It is a very nice black, but I wanted to use a little bit of different colors, and today I'm wearing pretty much black and white, so I can use any color I want to in there, and it's gonna look amazing, I'm promising. But I used tape on my eyes, so I should have done this a little bit differently.
Okay guys, I see some things I need to address. Eyebrows out of control. I'll be right back. Alrighty, eyebrows back in control.
I am going to go into Amen. It is the color I put all over my eyes.
You know what? I forgot an eye primer. How does that even happen? So I guess we're going to see how these colors last today, and I'll update without an eye primer.
So I've gotten some really great compliments on the eye looks I've created with this palette. I've posted pictures of most all of them on Instagram. Hey, if you guys aren't my friends on Instagram yet, go find me.
It is. I am my new obsession 2017 on Instagram. Go find me. Add me. I would love to see you guys on there.
I am going to go in with Martyr in my crease and above my crease. I have a lot of fun with this palette. My dog doesn't know what to do with himself because I'm home today and he's like following me around. It's really weird because he never follows me around. He's typically the men in my family is who he follows around for the most part. Definitely not me. Not next week, but the week after. We run into holiday, and, well, our holiday season starts, you know, retail. Yay, retail. So my hours are going to start changing, so I'll be recording either really late at night or really early in the morning, because I'll be working through probably like 5 or 6 p.m., which is like not amazing in my book, but it only changes for a couple months a year. So I'm telling you right now, I think I want to do like this color, which is Worship. It's that pretty purple color. This Vestment color. And this Relic color in my eyes today. And I think that the smartest color to put in the crease is going to be Worship. I haven't used this color in my crease yet, so we'll see how this goes. It is a pearlescent color, so it's a bit odd in the crease, like, to be honest. And it is a beautiful, beautiful shade of purple. I love this brush, by the way. It is the It Cosmetics, well, It Brushes for Ulta by It Cosmetics Airbrush Crease Brush number 105. It is an awesome brush. Just super fluffy brush, but it's also pretty densely packed, so, which sounds like an oxymoron, but it's not, I promise. See why I use tape? So for all you girls out there who can't do a wing, want a wing effect, use tape.
I actually learned it from another YouTuber that I watch, and she actually has tape that you can get from Sephora for this specific purpose. I'm too cheap. Just buy tape, put it on your face. There's probably something wrong with that. I don't know. Whatevs.
I really do dig that purple. It looks amazing. The next color I'm going to go into is this Vestment, and I'm actually going to go into that with a little tiny, it's a smudging brush, but I don't really ever use it for smudging, ever. I use it for exact placement of colors.
There was quite a bit of fallout with that.
When I want them to be just really tight to a certain area. Because it's so small, I am able to control it.
There's quite a bit of fallout with that color, but I do love it. It is a beautiful color.
I'm going to take a blending brush. This is just a cheap blending brush. I can't even tell you where it's from. And just blend that color out. Make those lines really soft. The one problem with using that smudge brush is that the lines don't blur. They're very exact. So you definitely have to blend. Next, because I don't want the color to go everywhere, I am going to take my IPSY T09 brush, which is just a little tiny like precision brush, and go into that relic color, the yellow.
Boy, my eyes are sparkly today.
You know, they tell you when you're aging that you shouldn't wear sparkly colors. And I say they are wrong. That is what I say. Because I am not going to be placed into a box. And when they start looking awful, then I might change that thought process. But for now, I mean, they don't look terrible. That is a crazy different color scheme, especially for me, but they don't look awful. So I just push that secondary color into that first color so it looks blended, because I'm really hard pressed to blend them together. I feel like these shades definitely blend well, but I like a lot of boldness to my looks, so I don't like any amount of the color to go away. And I forgot an eye primer today, so we'll see how that works. I don't know, this eye look is kind of intense. Okay, I did clean that brush with my switch pan, and I am just gonna go into Cathedral and get the innermost portion of my eye.
Glitter Eyes by Kat Von D. On me, an old person who shouldn't be wearing glitter, right? Or shimmer shades. I defy that. I deny it. I defy it. I'm gonna wear what I want to wear. If it looks awful, somebody will tell me, right? Or hopefully I'll be of sound mind enough to realize it myself.
I'm just gonna go in with some more of that yellow. Just make it a little more bold.
I definitely have a lot of fun with this palette.
And then go in with some more of that vestment color right there. Just on this same brush, because I can, and it's a precision brush. And at this point, I need to be precise. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with the airbrush, back into that purple. Just dip it in and just kind of blend it all over again.
You want to take the tape off? Let's take the tape off. Wow. And that's why I use tape, because I can't do a wing, but that sure gave me one.
I'm going to just use my blender and touch this up a little bit. I really dig that eye look. What do you guys think? Okay, so I'm going to go into my eyebrows. I'm going to use my MAC pencil that came in my BoxyCharm. This has become my standard over the last, several weeks since I got it. I don't know what I'm going to do when I'm without it.
I can't do my eyebrows and talk too.
It just seems so easy with this. I would definitely recommend it.
Do you guys have that one eyebrow that's just weird and wonky? So I don't really define my brows or fill outside of the line of my brows, but this brow is a perfect brow, in my opinion. This brow stands straight up, right there. So it looks all, it's weird. It's weird and calicky, and it looks wrong when I fill it in, but like, maybe I'm just imagining things, or maybe I do it to myself, God knows. Actually, that's probably it, because I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to brows. I've watched 800,000 tutorials, I swear, on how to do a brow. But I just can never figure it out. Look how long my brows are. Like, I have some serious brows. I don't really need to fill them in. For the longest time I didn't. The only reason why I do currently is because I wear eye color now. But, I need some brows on for.
I'm going to go back into that palette, and I am actually going to use a matte color in my brow bone, which seems ridiculous because I've got sparkles all over my face, and maybe I'll decide differently once I get it on there. But for now, I'm going to put a matte color in the brow bone, and it is Baptism, which, if you guys watch my review, you know is a real pale pink color. Okay, so I went into my waterline with the Revlon Color Stay. Now I'm smudging it out just to give it a more soft appearance. And I'm going to go in with my Man-Eater and do eyeliner.
And we're not doing a wing, because Donna can't do a wing. Every time I do a wing, I get super excited because I think I can do it again, and then I go into the other eye, and I have one wing that's clear out here and one that's perfect. Why? Why is that? My wing doing friends. Why?
I am going to do a little bit of contour with my Physicians Formula Murmur Butter Bronzer.
Bronzer. Use your words.
You guys know I use this every day. I hit pan, little baby pan on this guy. This is the first makeup product I've had where I've hit pan. I feel like I don't have to contour a whole lot because my cheekbones are pretty prominent and high up there. It's that Indian in me, I guess. My mom's side is very Indian. Or my dad's side. Some side. It's got to be my mom's side because my mom looks like beautiful. She's beautiful. But she is not even close to 60 yet, and looks like a old, you know those pictures of weathered Indian women with all the wrinkles? Like, my mom doesn't have the wrinkles. Don't freak out, Mom. That is not what I meant. But, you know, the pictures of the Indian women with, you know, the wrinkles, and she reminds me of the women in those pictures without the wrinkles. What is this? I have this red spot right here.
Yay, crazy skin.
I am actually gonna go in to my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Stereo Rose. I've had this for quite some time. It is old. It was a limited edition product, but because my eyes look so crazy, I don't want to do anything crazy with my face. And this actually, I don't know if you guys can tell, has quite a bit of a sheen to it, so I don't really have to go in with a highlighter too when I use this. I have a couple of blushes that are like this, and I like them because
that is sitting right on that red spot. I really shouldn't have done that. I wonder if I take a clean, like, thicker clean brush, if that'll help. I don't know what I did to my face right there. It's just super red. And this was just clinging to it, so we don't want that. That's not bad. It looks a little better. It looks a lot better. I forget what I was saying, y'all.
So at this point I am done with my eyes and my face. So I am, except for my mascara and my lips, and I typically use my all-nighter spray prior to doing those things. So I'm going to do that.
My little dewy right there, I think that's from my lighting, because that light being there is super freaking hot.
I'm going to go in with my IT Cosmetics Superhero mascara and just get that on there. And I should have curled my lashes. This is...
You know why you make weird faces when you're putting on mascara? Because I sure don't, but I... See? I find that I can't put on mascara effectively without the craziness of my face.
I don't bake, and I think part of it is because, A, I don't know how, but also mostly because I don't know how, but also because I just find that every time I have baked, the stuff just settles. Alright guys, that is my latest Get Ready With Me, and we are using some pretty fascinating colors from the Kat Von D palette. The Sinner and Saint shadows. Please let me know what you think of this look. Please leave some kind of comment that I can respond to, or any kind of feedback that you guys have about this look. I hope that you guys enjoyed my video. I hope that you had a good time. I hope that you didn't get bored with my stories. So my battery died at the end of my video, and I don't know where exactly I was. And this is actually a few hours later because my battery died, so I had to recharge it. So I guess the lesson I've learned in this whole thing is that I need another battery. So this is my makeup look for my Get Ready With Me today. So it's actually a couple hours later. My eye makeup, even without primer, still looks amazing. I have not touched it up at all. I did touch up my lips because, you know, it's a gloss. The lips are actually the Lorac Alter Ego lip gloss in Dominatrix. I really dig the color. Kind of like it a lot. I think it looks good with this eye look. I'm channeling my inner badass right now. I went to work for a little bit, had some conversations, and then was told that my eye makeup looked slay, I think. I think that's what was said.
Like, I don't know, I'm old. Old AF. So, my partners are not old AF. So, I'm not even sure what that means, but I'm hoping that it means it's amazing.
I was told my eye looked slay by the girl at my store who can do makeup better than any person I know. So, yay, I guess. Score? One point Donna? Yeah? Anyways, thanks so much for watching my Get Ready With Me using the Kat Von D palette. I promise you I will move on to a different palette next time, and I won't be all about this Kat Von D palette, but I am getting a lot of use out of it. It was $62 well spent. I feel no shame in that purchase. No shame. I love that palette. Don't forget to like my video. Definitely subscribe to my channel. I'd love to get to know you and be YouTube family, YouTube friends, and don't forget to leave me a comment. Give me some feedback, y'all. What do you want to see from me? Give me some feedback. I always answer the comments, or always respond to the comments. Until tomorrow, bye guys.